LeBron James, why did you go to Miami if ring culture wasn't a big problem? LeBron James would have ended up like Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Tracy McGrady, Steve Nash, Allen Iverson, if he didn't go participate in ring culture, right? Since he doesn't like ring culture, why did you go participate in it? Why didn't you stay your punk ass in Cleveland? How about this? You could have left Cleveland. Nobody telling you to stay in that small market, and you gotta. I'm not that guy. I just don't believe you should go play with the second best player in your conference, the third best player in the league, Dwayne Wade, and then add a top 15 player. I just didn't believe in that. I believe in my cold heart, I thought he should have went to New York and built his own legacy in New York and build that market up, second biggest market in basketball behind the Lakers, but the biggest market in New York and probably in the world, in the United States. I thought he should have went there with Amari Stoudemire. Some probably reason he didn't want to play with Amari Stoudemire because he had a chance to get Amari Stoudemire in the trade deadline in Cleveland 2010, but they passed and got LeBron James. I don't know because Amari Stoudemire injury history, but Amari Stoudemire first year in New York, he averaged 25 a night. LeBron and Amari in New York would have been great. They had Supermax that could have built that roster. They had Nari Gallinari. He wasn't there yet because the Knicks, Melo was still with the Denver. But you could have built some more pieces around him. You could have had plenty of money to have players around you. So you had Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh together. Dwayne Wade would have went to Chicago, played with D Rose, a Joakim Noah. How about this, ladies and gentlemen? How about this? I thought he had a chance to go to Chicago, LeBron. D Rose, Joakim Noah, and LeBron James and Luol Deng. If they could have kept Luol Deng, nobody would have betted the eye because the way D Rose was a rising all-star in his league, coming to his own. He was an established premier all-star and a finals MVP and a scoring champ. He wasn't that yet. You go play with an all-star guard that's ascending in D Rose to MVP levels, Joakim Noah and that team. Nobody would have betted an eye. That's what the moves I thought he was going to do. That didn't come about until probably like closer to the decision where they say he had a chance to go to Miami. Play with Dwayne Wade. That's like growing up, like Kobe playing with Allen Iverson and Tim Duncan. Or Kobe playing with Allen Iverson and Kevin Garnett. Or Kobe playing with T-Mac and KG. We didn't think that was possible. That's why Kobe and T-Mac, now T-Mac want to beef with Kobe and say some stupid shit. Even though T-Mac did say, when Kobe, give credit to T-Mac, Kobe did say he would have won some championships with Shaq when Kobe was alive. He did say that. But you can't say that now like you gonna, because you had Yao Ming for years. You had it for 3 healthy seasons and you didn't get out the first round, so stop. Kobe had Paul Gasol for a month and a half and made it to the NBA Finals. His first fucking 2 months playing with Paul Gasol. Paul Gasol not even the player of Yao Ming, so shut the hell up, T-Mac, with that dumb shit that you want to keep saying. But anyway, yeah, so we didn't think that was possible. Three of the top 10 or 15 players in the same goddamn team, in the same starting lineup. We didn't think that was possible because we didn't see Michael go play with Larry Bird and Magic. We didn't see Michael Jordan go play with Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars and Dennis Rodman. That's the equivalent to what LeBron James did. That's the equivalent. That is 100% equivalent to what all the names I mentioned in the players. That's what LeBron James went to go do. We didn't foresee that coming. We didn't think it was possible because I was remembering watching that season and watching LeBron and D-Wade go back and forth with each other in the first quarter. They was going crazy because they played against each other and they played in the East Conference, and they was going crazy with each other. And then Dwayne Wade dunked on Anthony Verja, crazy. LeBron doing this thing, scoring all over the place, and then they pat each other on the back at a timeout. They pat each other on the chest like, yeah, I'm coming, I'm here, like competitive. And we know they two of the top 5 players in the league, so we're like, this shit is fun. Not alone, the very next summer, they was gonna be on the same team because we didn't think that. So fans got bamboozled by it, got hungry by it, got like, is this possible? Because we would have loved to see Allen Iverson, T-Mac, and Kobe on the same team. If that would have been fun to see. LeBron James made it possible so for Kevin Durant to go play with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green because what he did in Miami, because we didn't see that. We seen an older Charles Barkley go play with Hakeem and Scottie Pippen. Not in remind you, Scottie Pippen and Charles Barkley never won a scoring title. Never won a championship. They want to equivalent LeBron move to Miami like Karl Malone at 40 and Gary Payton at 35 playing with Kobe and Shaq. Like, that's the most stupid shit I ever heard. It's not Karl Malone, the finals, the lead MVP, playing with Shaq and Kobe. That wasn't the case. Karl Malone is equivalent to LeBron James going to go play with Kobe and Shaq. Because Karl was averaging 20 that season. He did go play with Kobe and Shaq the following season, but he was 40 years old. That's the equivalent. But Kobe and Shaq, they made it to the NBA Finals. LeBron, you got bounced. They get in the semifinals with LeBron James and Shaq on your team. A 20-point score and Shaq, All-Star. See, people got to understand, Shaq was, before LeBron James left Cleveland, Shaq was an All-Star when LeBron got him. Shaq was an All-Star. We have to reiterate that and say that. That's just the actual factual. Shaq was an NBA All-Star. Matter of fact, he was an All-Star game MVP, co-MVP with Kobe when LeBron got him. And then he got LeBron James, who was averaging 20 points and 8 rebounds in February, before he got traded in February with the Washington Wizards. And everybody on TV, yeah, this the move they needed. J.J. Hicks and LeBron James, this going to put Cleveland over top to be Boston and Orlando. They the favorites to come out the East. Hell, they the favorite to win the championship, to compete with Kobe Bryant and Paul Gasol and Jabari Lamar in 2010. That's what the talk was about. They end up losing in 6 games and quit. And then he went to go join Dwayne Wade. I remember the story vividly. Everything I'm saying is what actually happened during that time period. And we got to be honest. LeBron had to be honest for himself. He could have, because when you talk about reading culture, you talk about, Kobe said it when he was alive. He said it when he was with Alex Rodriguez. It was with A-Raw. He said, I'm 20. He said, I wasn't gonna retire and have these same guys hold it over my head. Talking about I couldn't win without Shaq. And then the media like to have a vote. Like Stephen A. There's nobody on the media that's on Kobe's side and bring up context and what happened, because they want to say Kobe didn't average the amount of points as LeBron and these other guys, but he played with Shaq. So how he's gonna average all these points? And then you say, well, he ran Shaq out of town so he can win. But you could have won more with Shaq. But I want to prove, but you want to hold it against my head. I guess the media want to say, well, no, you should have won with Shaq. You should have took over the ring, but you can't take over the ring because Shaq is still there. These two of the best players in the league colliding. It didn't work with them trying to be. Somebody had to take the back seat, and Kobe was generous enough and smart enough and realized enough to these dumbass media people and dumbass T-Macs, if you want to say now, to take a back seat to Shaq. Because why not? The objective for the game to win a game. And if I have somebody that's a mismatch every night out, I'm going to force feed the ball for them and want them to be the leader scorer so we can win the championship. It doesn't mean my role was unimportant than what his role was. It didn't mean that whatsoever. It just means Shaq is a dominant mismatch. And I'm going to feed him more. I'm going to feed him the ball. We can run an offense through him because everything good happened through him. Doesn't mean that Kobe didn't take over the 4 quarters, didn't hit the clutch free throw because Shaq could. Didn't mean Kobe's role was less important. It didn't mean that. It didn't mean that at all. It didn't diminish Kobe at all. But that's been the narrative for the last 25 years. So Kobe said, yeah, I want to go wrong with that narrative, but I'm going to go win a championship by myself. I'm going to go win championships by myself. So this is a great 5-year run for Kobe Bryant. It's the greatest fight. This is great, and I talk about this a lot of times. So without Shaq, Kobe get injured the first year with Shaq leave, blah, blah, blah. Okay, then after that, it's a 5-year run from 05-06 to 2010. Kobe Bryant, a 2-time scoring champion, 5 straight All-NBAs, 5 straight All-NBA defensive teams during this run I'm talking about when Shaq left. 2-time scoring champion, All-NBA first team All-Defense 5 straight times with them 2 scoring champions. Has it been done since Kobe did it? Hasn't been done since. A lead MVP in 2008 after he won. So he won back-to-back scoring champions. Then he won a lead MVP. Then he made it to the final. He lost the final. Then he won back-to-back championships equivalent to gave him 2 Finals MVPs. That's a 5-year run. When LeBron won his scoring title, LeBron was in 2008. That was Kobe MVP year, and then after them 2 years, he didn't win the champ. He lost in the first round. I mean, not lost in the first round. I lost in the conference round, the semifinal. Then he go join Dwayne Wade. But he has had a 5-year run like that. So Kobe elevated his game to, well, I wanted to win because I want to pull that check. So I did the scoring for 2 straight years. So now it's time to win. That's not so I want to lead MVP. I make it to the final. I don't win. Okay, I'm come back harder, and I win 2 straight championships. He didn't stay in scoring champion mode because he was prohibited from that because he played with Shaq. He got drafted to the Lakers with Shaq, Eddie Jones, and Van Exel. People want to say, no, he had Van Exel and Eddie Jones behind him, and then he was 70 years old coming in on a league when it was almost sacrilegious. It was almost taboo. It was taboo to play a young star, especially from high school. It wasn't in 2000 when you seen the Kobe's, the T-Macs, the Kevin Garnett's, so LeBron came in on a bad team and put up a lot of a lot of stats on bad teams. You know what I'm saying? So we have to. I like to tell a story the correct way. So for a 5-year run, Kobe didn't beat. So T-Mac had a run. He had a run. He had back-to-back scoring titles. No lead MVP. Then he would go play with Yao Ming, and you couldn't get out the first round. This is Kobe's 5-year run, where you could have elevated your game, your career. That's why it's the difference. So they got to ask these questions. Even they spending them, and Molly Cater got to ask the question: what make you different from Kobe Bryant and Shaq? I mean, Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan's and LeBron's that you guys didn't win? And obviously, I had a lot of help. He went to play with Carmelo Anthony. Couldn't beat Kobe. Then he went to Detroit. Couldn't get out the first round. Couldn't beat LeBron. So, that 5-year run, back-to-back scoring titles for T-Mac. Then you go join Yao Ming. Couldn't get out the first round. Kobe, look at Kobe's. Look how he elevated his game. Back-to-back scoring titles, lead MVP, 2 straight championships in that 5-year run. He did everything in that 5-year run without Shaq. Look at his 5-year run. Shaq don't got a 5-year run like that. Shaq don't got a 5-year run like that. Shaq ain't make 5 all NBA teams. 5 all NBA teams. He wasn't a 2-time scoring champ. He won a scoring type of 1. I think he probably won it twice. I think he won one in Orlando. I think he did one. I don't know. I can't remember. But I think I know he won one with the Lakers. He won one with the Lakers. He didn't win back-to-back scoring titles. He didn't do a 5. He didn't have a 5-year run like Kobe did with the Lakers. There's no player in Lakers history or NBA in Lakers history for sure had a 5-year run. Only player that had run like that is Michael Jordan. We know why when Michael Jordan said that. So I'm going on and on about this video, but I want y'all to like this video. I want y'all to come here. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I just wanted to get that off my chest and let you guys see what's the real. So this is my take. Let me know if y'all disagree, if you agree or not. Peace.